India's seafood industry just made history. For the first time ever, total seafood exports crossed 72,325.82 crore rupees in a single financial year. Now that number alone is worth talking about. But what's more interesting is the story behind it. Which products drove it, which markets grew, which ones didn't, and what it all means for the industry going forward. Let's get into it. When you look at the breakdown, one thing becomes very clear very quickly. This record was built on shrimp. Frozen shrimp alone accounted for 47,973 crore rupees. Out of every 100 rupees India earned from seafood this year, 66 rupees came from shrimp. That's how dominant it is. And it wasn't just volume. Yes, shrimp shipments grew 4.6% in quantity, but the value grew even faster at 6.3%. That gap matters. It means Indian shrimp is commanding better prices in global markets, not just moving more boxes. That's a healthy sign for the industry. Now here's where the story gets a little complicated. America has always been the anchor market for Indian shrimp, and it still is. $2.32 billion worth of Indian seafood went there this year. But exports to the US dropped around 14% in value compared to last year. The reason is trade tariffs. The back and forth on reciprocal tariffs between India and the US made Indian shrimp more expensive for American buyers. And when something gets more expensive, buyers pull back. So the question is, if our biggest market slowed down, how did we still hit an all-time record? The answer is that India didn't wait for America to recover. Exporters moved fast and opened up new markets. China grew 22.7% in value. Southeast Asia grew over 36%. And the European Union, which is one of the toughest markets in the world when it comes to quality and food safety, grew a massive 37.9%. That last number is particularly significant. EU doesn't just buy from anyone. Getting that kind of growth in Europe means Indian seafood is meeting very high standards consistently. Japan also remained steady with 6.5% growth. So while one door was closing, several others were opening, and that's exactly what a maturing export industry looks like. Beyond shrimp, other products also contributed. Frozen fish, squid, cuttlefish, dried items all showed positive growth this year. On the logistics side, 5 ports, Visakhapatnam, JNPT, Kochi, Kolkata, and Chennai handled nearly 64% of India's total seafood export value. Visakhapatnam in particular has become a critical hub for exports from the East Coast. So finally, India's seafood sector is in the middle of a real transformation. The days of depending only on America are behind us. We are now expanding into markets across the world, and the momentum is clearly there. But growing into premium markets like EU, China, and Japan means one thing. Quality and traceability are no longer optional. They are the entry ticket. The farmer and exporter who maintains those standards will keep winning new markets and better prices. And if India stays on this path, more records are not just possible, they are guaranteed. If this was useful, share it with someone in the industry. Subscribe for more. See you in the next one.